I want to just have a little fun this morning and talk to you a little bit. Have y'all ever had a chip on your shoulder?
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? You ever had a chip on your shoulder?
Amen, honey.
How about you, brother? Anybody?
Amen.
Everybody's had a chip on your shoulder? You have.
Amen.
I have. Hold on.
I've got a chip in my shoulder.
How about this? Yeah. Hey. Tammy, I don't have no. Because Gordon told me he had. Gordon told me he never had a chip on his shoulder. Have you? Okay. Miss Joanne, I don't know if she keeps from having a chip on her shoulder. Have you had one? I don't want to have it. What you had, didn't you?
Oh, I think we've all had chips on our shoulder at some point in our lives, whether we want to admit it or not.
Thank you, brother.
Amen.
Thank y'all. I'm gonna leave scripture down back of what we're talking about. Let's turn to, let's turn to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 6, 18 and 19. When you find out, you will, please stand. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6. Barbara, will you lead us in prayer right quick, please? Barbara, you lead us in prayer.
Loving, kind, Heavenly Father, Lord, I just wish to approach your throne another time, Lord. Lord, come humbly as I know how. For an all-powerful and all-holy God. Lord, I thank you for a chance to come into your sanctuary, Lord, and give praise and honor and worship to you, Lord, and learn from your word. Lord, I just ask you to be with all the sick that can't be here this morning for whatever reason. And those that are just not interested, Lord, I pray that you put something in their life, Lord, prick their heart. Make them realize they need to come back into your house, Lord. I ask you, Lord, to touch Ronnie right now, dear Heavenly Father, and bless him, Lord. Put him behind your cross, dear Heavenly Father. Everything he says or does will bring a power from your lips, Lord. And for your lips only, Lord. Lord, I just ask you to be with us, that we have an open heart, and have an open mind, Lord, to receive it, and to use it in our everyday life, dear Heavenly Father. All these things I ask in Jesus' precious and holy name. Amen.
Amen.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 6, 18, and 19. Now, if you would, please stand. Christian aerobics, they got life.
Amen.
Okay, here we go. Verse 6 is, and these things, brethren, I have in a figure transformed to myself and to Apollos for your sakes, that you might learn in us not to think of man above that which is written, that no one of you, this is now, no one of you be puffed up against one another. Amen?
Amen.
Let's go to verses 18 and 19, same chapter. Now some of you are puffed up, as though I would not come to you. Okay? 19. But I will come unto you shortly, if the Lord will, and will know not the speech of them which are puffed up, but the power. Chapter 5, verse 2. And ye are puffed up, and have not read of more. He had done this deed by being taken away from among you. And one more, chapter 13, verse 4. Chapter 13, verse 4. Thank you, Lord. I think you got it now. 13, verse 4. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up. Okay, you may be seated. Have you been around people who got that old pooch off, that old lip all pooched out and scooping gravel off around? You ever across the lip?
Oh, yeah.
They just glare at people like zombies. But your eyes are still open, and when you look in, and I look into several congregations, and sometimes here, I'm gonna tell you, those people think, man, I hope I will look like that. People have that old sour look on their face. Looks like they've been sucking on dill pickles. I think, man, I hope a lost person doesn't see them. Ain't no way they're gonna look like that. They sing victory in Jesus while looking at other people. I'm talking about other people. But looking like that, they look like the darlings on Andy Griffith. His group. There was a lady we went to church with in Stuttgart, whose husband was a deacon. And this is the truth then. Husband was a deacon, real good man. But he couldn't control his wife, Brother John. He had no control over whatsoever. And she would get so mad at the pastor that she would get so mad at him, she'd stick her tongue out at him. I'm not making this up, believe me.
True.
But David Enzer, a good friend of ours in Stuttgart, he told me, by the way, he told me he's been there 29 years. That's unheard of today in churches. But this woman came in, young woman came in his office and ripped him apart, while her husband sat there and didn't say nothing. You know, there's a right way and a wrong way for people to disagree.
Amen.
There's a right way and a wrong way for people to disagree with the pastor. Whether you want to admit it or not, everyone is under the authority of somebody.
Amen.
But who? This is probably the only Baptist church that we've ever served in that y'all can say brother and sister. I think that's good, because we are brothers and sisters. Been pastoring about 15 years now. We've seen people walk around, Brother John, with a chip on the shoulder, daring somebody to knock it off. But I just thought today would be a good time. Y'all like my chip on the shoulder? That was pretty good. It bothers me. I'm scared I'll knock it off. People have that bless me if you can. Your idea is not any good at all, because theirs is right. What's sad is most of the time when people are upset about something, it don't matter who means. Nothing. But this church or any other church will never be a Jesus church until people quit running around like they're always right and everybody else is wrong. We can disagree on things, that's fine. Go to that person Like the Bible said, tell them in a Christian way that you don't agree with them. And if you both are mature Christians, there's no reason in the world why you shouldn't be able to work things out. Well, John, I guess I can't keep up with that stigma stuff. I guess why people long fingernails. People go to nitpicking and stuff while people are dying, splitting nail wide open. I was thinking the other day, y'all are a wonderful group of people. But in my early years here, it's funny, but I had resistance and been accused of other things. I was trying to turn our church, but going into a Pentecostal church, because we clap right on hand. Legally. They must have a dull life. I've been gone weeks per time. But guess what? I weathered it all. And I'm still here to God moving me. Oh yes, I've been accused of having my pets, having people tied around my fingers. Ephesians 4:11, that he gave some apostles and some prophets, some evangelists and some pastors and teachers. The word apostle refers to people sent by God for a mission or task, and are used to reveal what God has told us to say and do. Evangelists are gifted to spread the gospel and to plant churches like John Newton and Jim Moss. We need to do less pointing our finger and more pointing people to the cross.
Amen.
Amen.
Let's turn to Matthew chapter 7, verses 3 through 5. Matthew chapter 7, verses 3 through 5. Ready? Chapter 7, verses 3 through 5. Why behold thou that the mote that is in thy brother's eyes, but he considerest not the beam that is in their own eye? Or how wilt thou say to brother, let me pull the mote out of thine eye, and behold the beam in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam of their own eye, then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote of their brother's eyes. The word mote just means a speck. So he said, why get the beam out of one? Speck, a plank. But he said, don't worry so much about your neighbor's speck or dust in their eyes. Start working on yours, get the plank out of your eyes. In Arkansas language, plain language, means to clean up your own act. Clean up your own life. Get over it. Be what God wants you to be. Try to reach the lost. Quit playing on pity parties. Lost souls are much more important than not getting your way on it. I have told you this. I went one time to Branson to a pastor retreat. The speaker was Dr. Ronnie Johnson, pastor of the largest church in Arkansas for the Baptists. He has over 20,000 members. And he said, one thing that stuck to me, he said, all battles are not worth fighting for.
Amen.
That's so true. In Hamburg, they told me, said, oh, you've been preaching on, Brother Ronnie. Your clothing, prayers, soul winning, and tithes and faithfulness. And what else is left? I've had people come to me, said, I wanted to sing, but Brother Gordon and Brother Rick was here. They didn't ask me if I had a song. Ask him. You're not that dog, man. Go. So, I've had people, maybe they didn't know. I've only been here a couple of years, but I had a chance to get Ronnie Johnson here, the writer of the Lighthouse. And we went ahead in the paper. See how people can talk? We didn't have money to spend that ad in the paper, and Marvin and I paid for it. And got a room. I'm not just beating myself on the back, but we've known Ronnie for a long time. We felt like it'd be good to have somebody like that come and sing. We had all been out of shape.